I'm going to declare to you tonight, the Black Hebrew Israelites will be the biggest black radical organization on the face of this earth.
You already know what time it is. I.S.U.P.K, 46th annual Passover under commanding General Yahanna.
Because these records make black men mighty again. These records make black men fearless again. These records make black men love, and when I say black, I mean all the tribes. Right. Love one another again. And brother, Christ died that we love one another. Right. We be brothers to the death. Right. This brotherhood is the real power to break the white man. Right. And brother, we shall do it.
You hear me? It's the Passover 2015, New York City, Harlem. They was there to cook out, they saw the loyalty, they seen the brotherhood. Now all blacks, all Hispanics, all Native Indians, come get down and serve the Lord at the 46th annual Passover with the U.P.K. And we remember where the Lord destroyed our enemies. April 2nd, Harlem, we gonna get it in, you understand, for the Most High and Christ. Once again, 2015, April 2nd, Passover, New York City. Get with it and get lost.
Shalom, Israel. This is Priest and Officer I.S.U.P.K of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out of Oklahoma City. And today's topic we're going to talk about the nation of Israel going into captivity because they broke the commandments of the Most High. Okay, but before we get into this topic, I want to let you guys know, you check out Commander GEN.YAHANNA every Monday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Grill Radio Show. You can call in with your questions or with your comments. Yes, the last of the angry black men every Monday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And every Tuesday through Saturday, you check out our free online classes. Yeah, free online classes from Tuesday to Saturday starting at 7 o'clock p.m. And on Saturdays, Sabbath class starting at 12 until 2. Don't want to miss any of those. Okay, back to the topic at hand. We're going to talk about Israel not keeping the commandments and going into captivity. Okay, so if you got your King James Version Bible, follow me to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And we're going to start at verse 15. This Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15 says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Okay, so right here, it let you know that our forefathers, was told if they did all the commandments, or if they didn't do the commandments, that all the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28 will come upon them. And it's still on us today, as you can tell us as a nation. Okay, so we're going to get some more of this, and we're going to go to Ezekiel chapter 39. Ezekiel chapter 39. We're going to start at verse 23. Let me catch up with y'all. Okay, yeah, Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 23. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 39 verse 23 says, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. Okay, so since we didn't do what the Most High said do, he gave us into the hands of our enemies, and we fallen by their sword every day. Okay, that's prophecy. Okay, so now we're going to get some more on this, and we're going to go to Luke. Go to Luke chapter 21, and we're going to start at verse 24. There's Luke chapter 21 and verse 24 says, "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Okay, so right here in this prophecy out of Yahweh's mouth said that we will go into captivity and fall by the edge, and we'll go in captivity into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down. Okay, trodden down by the Gentiles till the Gentiles' time come. Okay, so that's what's happening. We got the Amalekites in our land right now, Amalekites in our land, and we're scattered all throughout North, South, Central America, and the islands, everywhere. Okay, scattered all over the four corners of the earth. Okay, because our forefathers failed to keep the commandments of the Most High Power. Okay, Yahweh. So we're going to get some more on this, and we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. As Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way wherefore I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Okay, we're familiar with this subject because we were scattered. We disobeyed the Most High, so he put us into the hand of our enemies. Okay, and our enemies sold us for bondmen and bondwomen, slave man and slave woman, and no man saved us out of this captivity ever yet. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, nobody got us out of this captivity, okay, because it was a curse that was put upon our people for not keeping the commandments and statutes of the Most High, okay, and it said, we shall not see it no more. We haven't seen our homeland again to enjoy it. We don't live over there. We don't have houses over there. Okay? So from here, let's get some more on this. We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 22. Yeah, because these prophecies are still in effect right now. The curses, we're still under the curses. Okay, that's Isaiah chapter 22. And we're going to start at verse... We're going to start at verse 17. Isaiah chapter 22, verse 17 says, behold, the Lord will carry thee away with a mighty captivity, and will surely cover thee. Okay, so he carried us away with a mighty captivity. And that's what's going on. We're going to read verse 18 also. He will surely violently turn and toss thee like a ball into a large country. There shalt thou die, and there the chariots of thy glory shall be the shame of the Lord's house. Okay? Tossed into a big country. Okay? And the shame of the Lord's house. Okay? It's shameful because we still don't serve the Most High's commandments, laws, and statutes. We're still not doing it in this captivity where he said we shall go. Okay? And that's a shame. And if like our forefathers would have kept the law, statutes, and commandment, we'll be upon every nation upon the earth, we'll be ruling. But since they didn't, this is where we are now, into captivity. So we're going to go from this and we're going to go to Joel chapter 3 to get some more on this. Yeah, if they would have kept the commandments of the Most High, we'd be in power right now as we speak. The other nations will be serving us. We'll have chicken shops in their neighborhoods. We'll be selling them clothes. They have to come from us to us for everything. But instead, our forefathers didn't keep the commandments, so now we in this captivity have to go beg the heathens for everything. Housing, water, food, clothes. It's a shame. Okay, so we're going to go to Joel chapter 3, and we're going to start at verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Okay? That's curses right there. Sold a boy for a harlot, and sold the girl for wine, so they can drink. So we're going to drop down to verse 6 on this. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their borders. Okay, they sold us, the children of Judah, so-called Negroes, and the children of Jerusalem, the other tribes, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native Indians, sold all of us to the Grecians, the so-called Edomites, the so-called white men, okay? Sold us into their hands, so they've removed us far from our borders, okay? Now we're in their borders. But we're going to get some more on this, okay? Let's go back to Luke chapter 1. We're going to go to Luke chapter 1, and we're going to start at verse 71. Luke chapter 1 verse 71 says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Okay, so once we come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, we're going to be saved from all our enemies and from the hand of the people that hate us. Okay, I'm going to drop down to verse 74. That we would grant unto us that we being delivered out of the hand of our enemies might serve him without fear. Okay, we're not going to be ashamed or fearful to keep the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. After this, once he come back and get us, we're going to serve him fearless. We're going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High forever. Okay, and with that, Israel, I'm going to say shalom, Israel.
You hear me? It's the Passover, 2015, New York City, Harlem. They was there to cook out. They saw the loyalty. They seen the brotherhood. Now all blacks, all Hispanics, all Native Indians, come get down and serve the Lord at the 46th annual Passover with the U.P.K. And we remember where the Lord destroyed our enemies. April 2nd, Harlem. We gonna get it in, you understand? For the Most High and Christ. Once again, 2015, April 2nd, Passover, New York City. Get with it and get lost.